What's going on, people? It's the Right Brother, your boy Big Country, and this video is basically to try to answer a lot of the questions I get about Interstate distributor, Interstate distribution. No, about Interstate. All right. So I get a lot of questions still asking me how did I feel about the company. Some people like fuck Interstate. Some people like hey, can you unlock or release the videos you did when you was going to Interstate. Again, I'm on my temporary phone, so I don't know why the color's the way it is, but it is what it is. So basically, here's my take on Interstate for the week I worked for. I feel like when I started doing videos about going to Interstate, I put a lot of shine on Interstate. And a lot of people was watching me because they wanted to see the moves that I was making while I was at Interstate, or was going to make at Interstate. I don't think Interstate really understood the power of social media because having me on their team, their clientele as far as recruiting good drivers or drivers period, or people paying attention, I feel like it went up 110% because those videos was getting 2,000 and 3,000 views in like 2-3 days. So a lot of people was interested. A lot of people didn't know about the Freedom Board over at Interstate until I started mentioning. There was nothing on YouTube, nothing on the internet. There was nobody talking about. There was a little bit here and there, but it wasn't to the mass media until I started talking about it. Now, would I go back and work for Interstate if they was to call me right now? Hell yeah. Because I feel like there was plenty of money to be made. What they needed to do was to figure out what they was going to do with the renters program. Because that renters program, it was understood why they had it, but they was taking so many little bitty fees here and there for a lot of people that it wasn't feasible. You go from at Swift making $800 to $1,000, now you're over here making $2,000 or more. But on the renters program, it's like you're paying to rent the truck, but then you're also paying another fee for every mile that you do. You're paying another fee for this, another fee for that. But from what I'm hearing, they are getting rid of the renters program. So basically, what it is you come on, you're just gonna go straight to wherever you're gonna go get your truck from, and you're gonna be rolling. You still have the 30 days that you will have to do where you get dispatched, and that's just like a trial period to see, if you can handle, if this is something for you. My dispatcher's name was Boyd. Boyd was an awesome individual. Boyd's an awesome individual. The times that we talked, and he understood that, we're here to make money. So don't run us like a company driver, because when you're on percentage, you don't give a fuck about miles. You're still in the frame of mind that you want miles because you're coming in from a company side, but miles is not the business. You want the most amount of money for the least amount of miles. And a nice fuel surcharge on the back end. Now, the week that I worked for Interstate, I grossed 6,000. I brought home 3,000. One of the people pointed out in my email that I showed you guys that $3,000 check, but that's not with the truck note taken out of it. And that person is absolutely right. That's not with the truck note taken out. So if you get 3,000, like 20 something dollars, you minus 675 as an example, because see, you gotta understand the first 2 weeks you run. I was with Quality. For 17 days, they don't take a truck note out. So those 2 checks you get in those 17 days are all money. It's all profit. It's all in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I didn't point out that this is without a truck note. But still, after the truck note, I think the dude said I still made $2,300 for 6 loads. Took 6 loads, made $2,300. Coming from a company side where Yeah, you hit a grand, you're like, yeah, but you bust your ass to get that grand. Now you're over here making $2,300, and you ain't even really work hard. I didn't really work hard. I was still trying to figure everything out. So Interstate pays 67.5% of the load. You got 30 days before you can actually get on the Freedom Board and pick your own loads. Now, if I made that amount of money and I'm being dispatched, that means I'm not actually seeing what's out there. Somebody else is looking, which he did a great job. Boyd is an awesome business manager or driver manager, whatever the terminology you want to use. He got me the money that I needed, or the loads that I needed that paid. And then he also talked to me so I could understand the way it worked. Coming out of California is really good. Coming back into California is not really good. Going out of California, you can make $2-3 a goddamn mile. Coming into California, maybe a dollar, maybe 80 cents, depending on what the load is. So you get an understanding that you got a money load and a fuel load. That's how I was looking at it. Money load, fuel load. So coming back into California, that was my fuel load to go pick up that money load, to go make that good money. Had a load coming from San Diego to Arizona. I want to say Phoenix, Arizona, pay $800. You can get that done in less than a day. But if you're looking to go to a company to where you can feel like you got the freedom to pick your own loads, Interstate is the option and Snyder is an option. That's the only two options you have out here. Now, the reason why those are the only two options is because the guy who used to be the head honcho over at Snyder, I think his name is like Mark Rogers or something like that, is the head honcho, one of the head honchos over at Interstate. So, he kind of brought the technology and knowledge over with him. Now, let me tell you something. If at our time, let's say Swift, if Swift was to get a percentage, like, hey, we'll pay you 67% and you get to choose your own loads, I'm Swift all day. I'm not going to lie. Because you can talk bad about Swift all you want, but they got the freight. That's guaranteed. Damn near everywhere you go, you're going to see a Swift trailer. Now, it's going to be some people like, nah, I don't see a Swift trailer over here. Nah, there's a lot. Swift has a lot of freight. So if Swift ever offered a choice board or a freedom board, and you can pick your own loads and they pay you percentage of the load, shit. Hey, I left y'all on good terms. Why don't y'all go on and bring me back? All my stuff is cleared up. My record is clean. Go on and bring me back. You know what I'm saying? But so basically how it goes, call Interstate once you get in contact with a recruiter, if you can get in contact with a recruiter. It ain't the recruiter's fault that they getting inundated with calls. Probably just ain't enough recruiters there, especially when I started doing YouTube videos. A lot of people that I was calling, checking, trying to check the information that either I was giving or check the information for themselves to see if it's a move that they want to do. I get in with a recruiter. Once you do that, you go pick out your truck. Once a recruiter say, hey, yeah, come on, orientation is this day, you go pick out your truck. Do not quit your job. All right? Take sick leave or take a leave of absence. Don't quit your job right away because it takes time for, if you go through quality, it takes time for them, especially in Fontana, because they only got like 2 mechanics. But yet they got, 50 people coming in a day trying to get a truck. So it takes time for them to do a PM and a DOT inspection and everything on the truck. So you want to not quit your day job. So you go to orientation. Orientation's only 2 days. You ain't got to sit in front of no computer and watch a bunch of junk. Some people come in and talk. Wait, do you got computer time? You got to do something on a computer, but it's not one of those where it's a whole, you got to watch hazmat and you got to watch safety. And I don't remember doing that. But it's only 2 days and they pay you $150 for those 2 days. They put you in a hotel for those 2 days as well. And then what you do is, while you're doing that, you go pick out your truck. Once quality's done with your truck, you bring your truck over to Interstate. Interstate has to put their decals on it. Now, the one thing I liked about Interstate that I didn't like when I got hired on with Celadon is they don't seem to care how fast you run. They give you this little bitty Qualcomm. It's not like the big rectangular shaped Qualcomm. It's a little like square. And basically, it's just to send information that you arrived, picked up, you loaded, you gone, you arrived, you empty, you know, so on and so forth. When I got on with Celadon, they made me sign paperwork stating that I will not drive faster than 65 miles an hour, which I found was strange because if I'm leasing the truck, why would you restrict how fast I can go? It's my truck. I'm paying the note. It's mine. You know? So, and then Interstate, when they put their decals on, it'll say lease to Interstate. Celadon put their sticker on the door like you're a company driver. Big as fuck. Like you're a company driver. You know, Interstate try to put theirs on a, you know, if your decal's on the door, it makes you look like a company driver. You know, and by them not putting it on the door, putting it wherever you want, it gives you a sense of like, yeah, you know, I'm not a company driver, I'm a lease driver. You know, I'm on my way to owner occupancy. You know, that's how I felt about it. You know. But with Celadon, yeah, they basically make you sign paperwork saying you have to drive no faster than 65, which I don't understand that at all. It's one of the perks of having your own shit. I think even Swift lets you go 67. You know, but and they put the real deal Qualcomm in there. So basically, like if you do hard braking and all that stuff, I think it registers with Celadon. I don't think it registers with Interstate. They just put that in so they can basically, and it's all in the dash. You don't get the white bowl in the back. It's all in the dashboard. Basically, so they, you know, you can send your macros and everything. That's basically what they're doing. Jessica, awesome. Over orientation over in Fontana. She was awesome. Everybody was awesome. The payroll lady that I was calling when I was like, you know, yeah, I know I gotta wait 45 days, but can you, you know, is there any way I can get it quicker? You know, even though there wasn't, she still, you know, she didn't get irritated with me, you know. And then there was a couple other people that, everybody that I talked to from Interstate was awesome. Everybody. I never talked to this recruiter guy, and I never talked to safety. But yeah, I turned the videos off because I was butthurt. I mean, shit. You fired me over something that you could have just gave me you didn't give me no warning. You know, hey, if you're gonna be doing this, you can't be combing your beard and all that shit. You know, so, but it is what it is. So yeah, my experience with quality was A1. A1, and I won't knock them. Like I said, I am butthurt about, you know, why I got fired or why my contract was voided or why we parted ways. I'm butthurt about that, but the actual experience itself was priceless. It was priceless. And not only that, it's just I got the taste of real money. Uh-oh, y'all heard all that? Shifting with the Jake breaker. Usually I'm pretty smooth with it, but you know. But I got a taste of real money. I got to see real numbers. Not this little 800 bucks. And, you know, you get people in the comments, well, I work for a small mom and pop, so I make $1,500. Okay, that's cool. Is that before taxes or after the taxes? You know, what are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. But to be bringing home dispatch, $2,300 to $3,000 a week? Psh, bruh. I mean, think about it. If you worked and brought home $2,000 a week for 52 weeks, that's $100 you bring home, not gross. Don't ever go off the gross number. Gross doesn't matter. It does not matter. It sounds good. Like I said, I gross $6,000. It sounds good. But it's not reality. In reality, I brought home $3,000. And no, I didn't have a truck note come out because I was under the 17 days. But, you know, people are always, you know, one of my videos, they always want to post numbers like, you know, I make this, I make that. Is that, you know, is that before taxes or after taxes? How are you making that? You know, but I got a taste of it, man. The shit was delicious. I'm not gonna lie. When you're on the phone with the dispatcher, he's like, yeah, this pays $2,200 to the truck, and it's just a day run. And if you're ungoverned, it's less than a day, because you know what you got in California, speed limit 75, 80. I mean, you're not necessarily gonna do that 75, 80. I'm saying you go faster than 62. You know what I mean? Like, that's you know, okay, this load goes 300 miles and it pays $1,200 to the truck. You're like, shit, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. One run, one day made my salary for 2 weeks at Swift. And yeah, okay, whatever company you're at, if you make $1,500 a week net, one of my runs made your salary that you make a week. You know, it was an expensive bullet when I shot myself in the foot. Oh, and that's why I'm butthurt. Can't blame nobody but myself. I take absolutely full responsibility for my actions. Don't get it twisted. I'm not sitting up here saying it's their fault because they could have won, they should have. No, fuck it. Shit happened. It hurt. It's hurt my pockets. I mean, it felt good when I got there. When I did eventually get that check, shit, I didn't know how to act. You know, so there's money to be made with Interstate, especially if they get rid of that rentals program and just let you go straight to your 30 days. They let you go straight to the Freedom Board is even better. You know, 30 days let you talk to the board to help you plan out. Like, hey, okay, so how do I do this? All right, I'm picking up this load from San Diego. I'm going up to Fontana. I know there's a lot of freight in Fontana because it's a big freight city. It's just a trucker city. You know, so, yeah, okay, well, what you want to do, you can take this load and go up north, but you got to remember, there might be a lot of hills up there. Or you can take this load going to Texas where it's mainly flat. You know what I mean? And you'll save more fuel that way, especially if you go to Texas. If you check the, you know, the shit, if you're willing to bob ahead, you know, 50 miles, you can pick up this other load that's 2,000 that's going, you know, X amount of miles. And then you can work your way back. You know what I'm saying? So, start your business. You can get on Interstate once you know you're on. Start your business. Like I said, you can start it with $170-something bucks. That's to get the paperwork going and get the documents to your door. $170-something bucks. And you can get your EIN number for free. And then and when you do go get your EIN, just make sure you pay attention. You know, don't do a .net to get your EIN. If you don't get your EIN, that shit, boom, that was a down shift right there. If you get your EIN number, it should be always .gov. You know, anything business when it's dealing with the government, you want .gov, maybe .org. But yeah, you get in contact with a recruiter, send in your shit. They're gonna have you do a P test. It's a P and hair follicle test. Alright? It's a P and hair follicle test. So if you're not sure about that hair follicle test, don't do it because you get dinged with a dirty P test that can mess your trucking career up. How far do a hair follicle test go back? I don't know. No clue. You can Google it. But you do a P and hair follicle test. You're gonna take your physical, P and hair follicle test. No. If you're going over from another company, you should already have your DOT physical. So you're set on that. What you want to do is, yeah, look at that. I took both my hands off the wheel. What you gonna do about it? But you can either take a DOT physical, or if you already have one, let them know. But you are gonna take that P test, quality, or whatever company you choose to go pick out your truck. You pick out your truck. All right. pick out your truck, you do your orientation, leave your truck on over there at Interstate, give them the key, go back to work. You know, hopefully you're, if you're local or dedicated to something, do a run. Or fuck it, just put in your paper because you know you're about to get hired. You know, it can take up to a week to 2 weeks to get your truck back from Quality and Interstate. They're gonna put the Qualcomm in, put the decals on. After that, you're rolling. You know, talk to your dispatcher, get an understanding with your dispatcher, and you're out. So, hopefully I answered some of the questions. I'm trying to think of more of the questions that I got. Basically, a lot of people just asking me, would I go back to Interstate? Yes, I would. What would I do different? Nothing. Nothing at all. I wouldn't shoot myself in the foot. I'll film my video like this. So you can't see my hands as I readjust my balls. Damn, driver, you're smoking there, driver. What's going on there, driver? But yeah, that's about it. And here's the thing with going through Quality. You know, to me, I was going through Quality to get the money to buy my own truck. I wasn't planning on, because I mean, your truck note with Quality, I had a 2016, a brand spanking new truck. It had 35,000 miles on it. You know, I was paying $695 for that truck a week. You know, that's not something I want to do for 7 years. You know, there was a dude commenting talking about Quality raping people. You know, that truck is only worth $160, but you're gonna pay $220,000 for that truck. I don't know what the fuck he was talking about. He obviously didn't watch my video. I'm not keeping a Quality truck. It's not mine. No. I'm using this truck to get me the money to go buy the truck that I want, which will be a Western Star. That's the truck that I want. So that's what I'm doing. You know, but technically, if Western Star or not, you know, I'm gonna save up. I'm gonna check how these auction works, like the R&B auctions. You know, the Rich and Breinstein, whatever the fuck their names is. And that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna drop cash. You know, knock my payments to a once a month payment if I still have payments, and pay it off. But it'll be a truck that I want, and I end up saving money because instead of paying 6, 12, 18, 24. Wait, let me count that right. $695 times 4 is what, 5, 10, 15, 20, 0, 2. A lot of goddamn money. A lot of goddamn money a month. I chop that payment in half or less. And get my own truck. And that way I can actually start doing modifications. Like for me, like if y'all look back there, I just bought a refrigerator and shit. The cabinets on this side of the truck, I would just take the whole cabinet out. I'll put my refrigerator, one of the little electric stove and a microwave, and leave the cabinet up top so I can put like, you know, seasonings or whatever. That'd be like my little kitchen on that side, and this over here would be my closet. You know? But, I mean, having control is what it's all about for me. Again, this is for me, and that's what I wanted, and I wanted to knock that shit out before wintertime hits. That way I would be on the freedom board, I know my lanes. Like summertime, fuck it, I'll run all 48. Wintertime, nah. Wintertime, I'm not coming up north. I'm not coming to Dakotas. I'm not going to Wyoming. I'm not going to Oregon. Well, I might go to Oregon. I might go to Washington. You know, but I'm not going to where the heavy snow is. I'm not going anywhere where the shit say chains is required. I'm not doing it. And I would have had the freedom to choose where I would run. So I just run Cali to Arizona, Texas. I'll go to Tennessee, Atlanta. I'll touch the Carolinas. You know, basically from Carolinas on back. I'll shoot up to Virginia, go holler at Trucker Brown. You know, that was my game plan until I save up enough money to get my own truck, and I still be doing the same thing, but it'd be my choice, and I could take that truck there. and and all in all, it would have took maybe at the max I would have said 2 years. I feel like it would have been less than that. Less than that, because I run heavy and I pick up shit quick. So if I would have picked up that Freedom board, oh yeah. So no, I've never had my hand on the Freedom board. I've never seen it, never touched it. I only worked for them for about a week. 6 loads. Think about it. 6 loads and I grossed $6,000. So that means I was $1,000 a load. I brought home 3,000. What's 3,000 divided by 6? That's how much I made on each load technically. In actuality, one load paid me $2.50. The other load paid me $1.20. But if you want to average it out, it is what it is. And so, go to Interstate, go to Snyder, have the ability to choose your own loads, get on percentage, run percentage, understand what your percentage is. Like with Interstate, if you fuel at a Love's or a certain truck stop, not only are you getting that fuel surcharge, but you're actually getting paid to fuel at those truck stops. They actually on your check. I saw it. I fueled at a Love's and I fueled at maybe like a TA or something like that. I saw it on my check saying rebate for fueling at this location. You want to go for the cheapest fuel so you can get the best, so you can get the most out of the fuel surcharge you get. And that's another thing. When you start your business, like I started my business, I used my home address because I didn't know any better. But what I would suggest you do is go get you a UPS box or something like that to where it gives you a physical address. Because that's what you need. You can't start a business with a P.O. box. You need a physical address. So what I'm going to do is I want to change mine over to a physical, to like a UPS box. And that way I can, if I do get my own truck and y'all just so happen to see what my LLC is, y'all motherfuckers won't know, oh, he lives at 123 Big Dick in Your Mouth Lane, So, honestly, I would suggest those 2 companies, go for it, man. If you want to run flatbed heavy or something like that, that's different. But if you want to dip your toe into the lease game, you can go to Interstate, get a quality truck, run it, and it's a walkaway lease. If you like, fuck it, I can't do it, take the keys back. That's it. Clean that shit out. Get your run going home, clean your truck out, take that shit back to quality, hand them the key. Now, keep in mind, once you take it back, you can't lease from them for 6 months. 6 months. So, once you take it back, you're done. A lot of people don't like quality. Quality was fine with me. I had no issues with it. Only issues I had is when I got on with a different company to lease with. I wanted to go back and get another truck from quality, and that's when I found out about the 6-month thing. But other than that, you walk in, you pick out the truck you want, you wait, they get it to you, the truck ran fine. I ain't had no problem with the big red dickhead. It was a beautiful truck. It's a beautiful truck. Wasn't that spacious. Some people are like, well, why would you get, something that's not what is it called? Y'all seen it. I forget the name of the proper name to call it, but people was like, well, why would you, what's this thing? Oh, that's a report? Okay. It says, why would you get that type of truck where you can't stretch your arms all the way up? That's all they had. And, I'm a firm believer, and sometimes you just got to do what the fuck you got to do. If the motor's good and the interior is clean, then run that motherfucker. Because at the end of the day, you're trying to get your own. You're not trying to buy that truck from quality. You already know. It's like, you. Hold on. I ain't been to horn at you there, driver. You already know. Well, You know, I'm not planning. I wouldn't plan on buying a truck from them. You know, it's not my thing. Not what I want to do. You know, you just get a truck that runs. You know, you can be mindful of the payments. You know, there's a mentality going into the leasing thing. For me, it was like, hey, if I get a newer truck, I have less problems. That was my thinking behind it. You know, Trucker Brown thinking was like, no, I make more money, and at the end of the game, it's about making money. So you got to go in with your own frame of mind and with your own decisions on what it is that you want to do. You want to get a newer truck and feel like, you know, I had a peace of mind that it won't break down, but at the same time, new trucks break down. It's all on luck, man. This shit is luck. You know, if you can get you a new truck and it don't break down. Because to me, I needed not to break down for at least 6 months. Because I'm running. And the money is so good, and I'm so fascinated by the amount of money I'm getting that I'm just going to run. And hopefully you're making good money to where you can start, you know, investing in interest-bearing accounts. And, you know, hey, it's only accrued 1.5% interest on $1,000. Okay, well, shit, you get $10,000 on there. You know, it's probably still 1.5. I don't know, because I'm not a financial guy. You know, and you also do want to find a financial person, a CPA, to help you with that shit. I took my hand off the wheel. Battery's going low. Yeah, my battery's going to have to change about. But, man, can y'all see, man? Let me add some of this out there. My bad, people. But, yeah, people, oh, shit, we on 32 minutes of me just rambling? Well, my bad. Goddamn. All right, well, it's the right brother. You know, my next move, I'm definitely going back lease. I have to. The money was too good, and the money makes it. The money you make lease, especially, you know, if I can imagine getting $2,300 to $3,000 a week, it makes it worth being away from home. You know, we're looking for summer camps and shit for the kids right now. It's $195 a child. I got 3 kids. That's not including the extra shit that they probably need when they go, you know, to the YMCA or the Boys and Girls Club or whatever. And, you know, they out there, you know, experiencing camp life, you know, every day, or we take them every day, or however that goes. It makes it worth it. You know? It makes it worth it when you're getting $2 to $3 grand a week to be out there. Not even running hard, just running smart. Just running smart and then learning the lanes. Learning the lanes and shit. You know? Now driving the hill coming up. Better hold on there, four-wheeler. Better hold on. But it's the right brother, man. I think I kept y'all attention long enough. I appreciate you for riding with me and listening to me rambling about Interstate distributor. You know, and call them. You know, if you're looking to make the next step, Snyder, Interstate, either or. Interstate is cheaper, but Snyder is a well-oiled machine. It's already in play. You know? All right. I'll holler at you. Peace.